and comment. And most importantly, subscribe.
It's 9:35.
Broke Billionaire vlog. Never be thirsty, never will. Always been hydrated, baby. Stay that way. Look, you know what it is. It's the Broke Billionaire vlog, baby. Yeah, this episode, we're gonna have a mass stabbing that happened in Sacramento. 4 blood brothers, no gang fuss. We also gonna have me seeing a Chupacabra. Yes, right here in Montgomery, Alabama, in my neighbor's backyard. When I tell you I was blessed to see a lot of things that people don't see or believe that's on this planet, that just walk right in front of me. So you know what it is, the Broke Billionaire vlog. Let's go.
R4 Entertainment.
Keep diddle on the ones and two. It's going down. Just watch and see. And you hear and see things you never heard this up before. How's my man so lucky? How's my man so blessed? The Broke Billionaire vlog. Will never be a vlog like it. True story. Let's go. Had the livest friends, the livest family. They say I was blessed to meet so many celebrities. I say so many celebrities were blessed to meet me. It's me. It's Rose. Yes, I have a lot of stories, but that's not what this about. You about to witness live redemption. Yes, some of those stories got me living how I am in the present. But watch me unwrap my gift, open the box, and step out into the future. It's me. It's the Broke Billionaire vlog. Welcome to Champ Mountain. We're here. You know where we at? In the big mansion on Champ Mountain in the
Himalaya.
Yeah. So, I'm originally from Fairfield, California. Been back and forth from Fairfield to Sacramento. My uncle used to be stationed in Sacramento. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's Mayfield Air Force Base, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. So, you know, Sacramento always been like a big part of my life. But anyway, when I moved to Montgomery, my cousin to do music, he moved to Sacramento, right? So he had a record label with a record group, Federation, Fed Gang, you know what it is. Consists of Ken Smoke, Ridezilla, Battle Loco, you know what I'm talking about, Ishmael the Rebel, Bootzilla, you know what I mean, myself. You know what I'm saying? So we had Bloods, we had Crips, and we had non-affiliates, all in, you know. That's why I think what made our crew so tough at the time, man, because we had everything, you know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, doing cool and stressmatic. I apologize. This particular night, they had Fed Gang night, you know what I'm saying, at the club downtown Sacramento, right? So what was crazy was my cousin on purpose didn't invite the young wild street element of the crew, you know what I'm saying, on purpose, try not to, because a lot of stuff going on in Sacramento. It was, you know, it was a lot going on with the Fed Gang name. It didn't per se be the group, rap group Fed, you know, but a lot of affiliates that was screaming out Fed Gang, and they was in the street doing street things, but yelling Fed Gang, so a lot of that stuff was coming back. No matter if you're the artist or the one of the street cats, you Fed, you know what I'm saying? It was all coming back. So we try to keep it cool, try to keep it business, right? And my homeboy Glenn, Big G, he came from Montgomery. It's crazy because he just had flown in from Montgomery. Him and I can't think of his homeboy name. I can't think of his homeboy name. Jeez. But they just had flown in from Montgomery. I'm like, they were in Sacramento 4 hours before niggas got stabbed up, right? So what happened was, we had the club, I forgot what club it was. Shout out to Shlisa. Nino, you know who you are. Homegirl, she was there. But, so we went to the club, right? I had my homeboy, Dave Drevers. I had his camcorder to film the whole thing. So some footage of it somewhere. Not of the whole fight, but you know what I'm saying, of the club that night. And, so we get to the club, feeling good. It's our night. We play our music all night long. No promotion. And, I'm recording, right? So when we first get there, my homeboy Stressmatic, he looks in the camera and says, there's some niggas in here right now that don't like us, right? So I'm like, okay. And I'm not really knowing who or what's the beef, you know what I'm saying? Don't know. So he said that, and then the night went on. I always remember, I think Coon had bought everybody a shot of Grand Marnier, and I hate that shit. I thought it was some cognac. So I'm sipping it. I'm like, oh. And then my cousin came and took it out my hand, threw it in the trash.
Here I come to save the day. That means
They handed me some Hennessy, right? Which I appreciate because I was gonna drink Grand Marnier. You're gonna take me all night to drink that sweet, nasty, you know what I'm saying? My cousin knew what it was. You know what we drink, so he saved my life with that. I ain't gonna lie. So he gave me Hennessy. So, long story short, the night went off without a hitch. The whole night. From the point when he said, the people in here right now don't like us, to the rest of the night, basically. Everything was cool. They played our music, was jamming, people was loving it. Good times. Now, what I realized and learned from that night was, especially if you the artist that day, that's in the club, when the club climaxes, you know how the club, you know, starts off slow, then the climax, everyone dance for doing their thing, and then kind of goes down, teeters down. Before it start going down, get the hell out of Dodge. And it's funny because I remember going to see Kilo Ali at the Rose in Montgomery. And after he finished performing, he ran off the stage into his, you know, his vans and shit and drove off. I was like, what are you running for? Niggas ain't. I get it now. I get it. I didn't get it then, but I get it now after this night. So, okay. So I just started teetering down. Me and my homeboy Big Glenn, the one that just came from Montgomery, we sitting there talking, like by the stage and by the speakers. And out my peripheral, I see somebody get a two-piece. Bang, bang, right? And the dude fell right by me and my man Big Glenn. So I helped the nigga up. So I helped the nigga to his feet. He started moving. I realized it's my homeboy Stress. I'm like, what the hell? So he beelines after the dude that just hit him, and I go after Stress, right? So come to find out, it was kind of like a setup. The security was with the niggas that hit my nigga Stress, right? So they blocked everybody inside the club. You couldn't get out the club. I didn't know Stress got out the club. And obviously my homeboy M Triple, Manson, the mayor, he got out with Stress, I believe, because I didn't see him the whole time. The only reason why I knew Stress was outside because my nigga El Dorado Red, that's my guy. He was hella animated, jumping up and down, hella hot, like Stress outside by himself. But he locked in with us, so I don't know how he got outside, but he got outside before everybody else too, right? So it was Stress outside, Mankey outside, and somehow El Dorado got out there, right? So it was crazy because the security dude was like, hey man, I don't know what made him come to me. He's like, hey man, Stress out there by himself, there go a door right there. And he pointed at the door that's off to the right. So man, I went out that door, looked to the left, and all I saw was my nigga Mank Manson, man, with a, man, it looked like just like a cartoon, like maybe, it looked like 50 niggas, probably wasn't 50, but it looked like just a gang of niggas and him. And he beating, you know, he's swinging at niggas and keeping them at bay. So at that moment, you know, in all things, man, in life, people could talk what they want to talk, and I'm tough. I can't wait till it go down. But you don't know what motherfucker gonna do until it go down. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, people know me, my homies know, and there's no doubt. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no slipping and the pimping. But people don't know because I'm a calm guy and I try to avoid things. So people who see me trying to avoid things think I'm not about it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I come around the corner, I got my dude Dave Driver camera, and niggas like, man, fuck that nigga camera at the end of the day. But nah, that camera kept me alive, kept me aware of my surroundings. So the camera was big, in my opinion, that I had it, right? And I was trying to keep up with it. I didn't want to fuck this nigga camera off, even though we in the squabble, right? So anyway, I see Mankey fight, so I get shoulder to shoulder with Mankey and get the fight with him, bah, 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 right? And somehow we split up. Now what's weird is, before I get to that, what's weird is I done talked to a person that's telling the story not the way it went, right? And it's crazy because people's memories be so bad sometimes, and my memory be good. If I don't remember, I don't remember. And I say I don't remember. I'm not gonna try to embellish it to make me look good. I'm not gonna try to embellish to make people look bad. I'm just gonna tell the truth. Because to me, the truth is the truth. If I know the truth and you change the truth, you change the story, which makes the story not true no more. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling the truth no matter how it make me look or anybody else look. I'm just gonna tell the story how I know it went. If I'm not sure how it went, I'm not gonna tell it. Or I'm just say I don't remember. Simple as that. Now, I went to the club with my cousin. I was in the car with him, right? So like I say, Stretch get hit. He gets out the club. L-Dog is hot. I don't know how he got out, but he made his way out. L-Dog is not the biggest stature person, like as far as physical size. But here, and here, you think it's humongous. The Rada Red's humongous, right? So anyway, I go outside door. I see Mankey out there, shit.
No rumble ain't a rumble without me.
I'm like, damn. So I run over there. I never seen Stress, never seen El Dorado. Right now, I take it side to side with Mankey. Blah, 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 get down. We split up, right? So, mind you now, we outside with a gang of niggas fighting. And all our homeboys is locked in the club, not knowing that we outside fighting, right? So, I don't know what happened with Mankey after that, because we split up, whatever happened. So I'm on top of the dude, blah, 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 blah. And then, like I said, I was trying to keep up with my man camera. So on my periphery, I see a dude run up on me. So I jump up, I think he's gonna kick me in my face, try to stomp me out or whatever, because I'm on top of a dude. So I jump up and square off with him, right? So nigga, I never forget, he had a red wave cap on, right? That nigga went up to me, came like this, said, hit me like that. Said, Oak Park, nigga. And hit me right here in my hip, like, Oak Park, nigga. And just backpedal all the way back. So when he did like this, in my mind for a brief second, I said, damn, is he stabbing niggas? But I never saw the knife, never felt the knife. It's just the way he did like this. Like, who hits a nigga like that in the hip? So then, after I thought that for a brief second, we back to fight. Sorry, man. We was out there fighting for so long, I promise you, man. More of the homies started pulling up in limousines and tuxedos. And I wasn't sure if they was friends or foes, right? So I know this one dude, he's a bald head cat, right? So me and him kind of squaring off. I wasn't sure what he's gonna do. So I told myself, if he swing, I'm gonna duck, put the camera down as I'm ducking, get up and swing back, right? So we squared off, we hop, and he swings. So when I duck to put the camera down, he just starts backpedaling. And as he backpedaling, I see my cousin finally coming out the club, and he saw the whole swing and duck shit, and he backpedaled right to my cousin, right? Because grabbed that nigga, man, gave him a 2-piece and slung that nigga on the ground, boom, right? So now this is when the fellas is coming out the club. Got back to some more, fighting and shit. Then I look up, I see my homeboy doing cool, and he on the ground, on his back with his hands and feet up, like, trying not to get stomped out. Man, I was so motherfucking tired. But you know me, man, I'm a fight to, no more fights. So I ran, and all I could do was throw my body into dude like a football tackle and shit, right? Knocked him off, my nigga coon. Boom! My nigga Big Glenn saw hold. He said, man, what kind of wrestling move was that? I said, shit, that's called completely gassed and tired, my nigga, but still in the fight, right? Knocked my nigga off, my nigga Doom Coon and shit. And then right there, that's when the sirens finally came off, my nigga. I swear to God. Never been so happy to hear sirens. Because I thought we was at a fight for so long. Niggas pulled up in cars and took in limos and shit. I thought I'd just wait for the gunshots to go off. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So we was out there, man. I'm talking about we fighting for like 10 minutes straight. I don't care how, you know, I wasn't all in the best shape either at the time, little belly. So I've never been so happy to hear sirens go off. Man, them sirens went off, man. First thing I did was put my hands on my knees and just... And then my homegirl's like, let's go. You gotta go. So, her not knowing just like everybody else, so we had been out there about 10 minutes fighting. Like I said, I rode with my cousin. But when I try to, I'll never forget my man, Fred Benz, man. Shout out to Freddie Benz. He walked up and he's like, you all right? But he had this serious look on his face like he knew people was getting stuck. I don't know why. He just like, you all right? You all right? I was like, yeah, but I didn't really have my breath. So I went to my cousin car, but El Dorado jumped in the car with him. Boom. So I was like, okay. So I went and rode my homegirl. I got in the car with her. I couldn't catch my breath for nothing. I couldn't just catch my breath. So now I started thinking about, dude, this Oak Park me. So then I started checking my upper body. Cause I was like, man, am I stabbed or something? So I checked my upper body. And then I couldn't feel nothing. Then I finally caught my breath again, right? So we leaving. I lost my phone. Everybody was fighting basically lost their phones, right? So me and her is leaving, but we got separated. Everybody had got separated. And on the way back to the house, we see my cousin in the trunk. He like pulled over the side of the road. He in the trunk of the car. So I'm thinking he going, you know, get the pistol and go back and do his thing, right? So we make it to the house. And we finally get in contact with them. They at the hospital. El Dorado Red in the hospital, right? So we go to the hospital. And we standing outside the hospital. El Dorado, you know, because he got hit pretty bad. Niggas trying to hit you in your kidneys. He got hit pretty bad. And the other homeboy, York, he was on papers at the time. He was in the van. He didn't want to, which they need to change the laws. Like, if you're on papers and you get shot or stabbed, you could just be walking down the street, holy, some nigga could just stab you for no reason, or shoot you for no reason. You get violated and get sent back to prison. So I guess he didn't want to go to prison. So he in the hospital parking lot, fucked up, stabbed up, but don't want to go in. So he in the van just laying out. So then my other homeboy coming, Mankey, he came a little later on in the ambulance. They had cut him in the ass and shit, right? And so crazy. I remember a nigga saying he had like a jersey on, and they were saying get six, get six. That was the niggas that was cutting niggas was saying, cause he whooping niggas. They're like get six, get six. So they ended up cutting him. He ran back to the club. They ended up cutting him on the ass cheek and shit, right? But he came in the ambulance with the homeboy Goldie. He had got his head bust, whatever. So he started to stand. I was like, damn, yeah, nigga cut nigga. I said, I think nigga try to cut me. So then I did like this right here, and I felt a hole in my pants. And I was like, damn. So I felt a cut. Nigga stabbed me in my hip. And then maybe about 20 minutes later, my shoulder was feeling funny, right? Nigga hit me in my shoulder twice. I don't remember when he hit me in my shoulder. I saw him when he hit me in my hip, but I don't remember him hitting me in my shoulder. So I was like, damn. So my homegirl, Nino, she nursed me back, you know what I'm saying, real talk. I didn't go to the doctor, nothing. We went to like a little Rite Aid. I don't know if I got Rite Aid in California. I went to a little pharmacy and got some, you know, bandages and hooked me up. But yeah, man, so I got cut, York got cut, Mankey got cut, El Dorado got cut. El Dorado Red and El Dorado Red and York got cut the worst, right? We didn't think York was gonna make it through the night because he didn't want to go to the hospital. El Dorado stayed in the hospital that night. The next day, he gets out, and then when I talked to this person where the story kind of sways in his mind, in his memory, homegirl Bambi Deer was changing his dressing, but she might have did it once or twice, but I was the one that was doing it because he had to do it for damn near like a week, 2 times a day. You know what I'm saying? You had to take gauze out, put gauze inside the wound, pack the wound, and then put some gauze on the outside the wound. You know what I'm talking about? He stuck. It's like you was looking inside him. You know what I'm talking about? When you know what I mean? And And like I said, I'm not saying that to make myself look like I did more, whatever, to be the hero. And none of that. It's just the way it happened. You know what I'm talking about? And it's weird how people minds, you know what I'm saying? And then when they minds don't work all the way, and you remember, they act like you not telling the truth about certain shit. Like you just trying to embellish it for no reason. No, the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't know the truth, I wouldn't say it. I'd be like, I don't remember. Yeah, maybe she did, but that's not what it was. He had to, and Eldorado, I know he remembered, he had to get his shit to change twice a day. That young lady that come over there twice a day, every day for damn near a week to change his gauze out. No, I did it. You know what I'm talking about? And we'll do it again for any of the homies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope they would do it for me. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't on no, yeah, I did that for you type shit. It's on some survival. I love you, nigga. And you love, you know what I'm saying? That's all it was. But anyway, yeah, man, it was just bad, man. It was bad. Niggas sticking niggas. What niggas was doing was like, niggas was engaged. Like, so you fight 2 or 3 niggas, and that's when this nigga was coming, stabbing niggas. Like, he wasn't fighting nobody. He was just walking up stabbing niggas when you was fighting a gang of niggas. And you know what I'm saying? He walking up stabbing niggas, and he was a bitch ass nigga for that shit, man. And so, shout out to my nigga Ishmael the Rebel. He
We in the building.
He pretty much saved my nigga New York life and shit because, like I said, me and my nigga Coon, we left the house because he didn't want to go to the hospital. He was laid out. We thought the nigga gonna die, and I didn't want to sit there and watch him die at the house. You know what I'm saying? So me and him left with my homegirl Nino and her homies and shit. We just left, got out the house for a second. Man, we came back about 2 hours later, nigga. New York was sitting up straight, nigga. Life all in and talk, hey man, you wanna play the game? Playing man, you wanna play? We're like, man, what the hell happened? Like, what changed? My nigga Ishmael the Rebel, man, I'm talking about put that nigga back. Got the nigga back right from the deathbed, snatched him from the deathbed, put him back on. Nigga, let's play a game of Madden, like within hours and shit, you know what I'm talking about? So, just a crazy night, man. Nigga stabbed 4 people and shit, like real live, man, with the same night. That's why I call them my blood brothers. They're always gonna be, ain't no gang shit, but you know, we got stabbed with the same knife, like, you know what I'm talking about? And it's crazy because some niggas, after we got done, niggas hand me their phone. Like, nigga gave me my phone. I called my old lady, like, the phone, turn the phone off, blase blah, blase blah. It was so crazy because my son, he was a baby at the time. He woke up screaming around about the time we got stabbed up. And she didn't understand why. But when I called her and let her know what happened, she's like, nigga, Junior just woke up screaming for no reason. And she's like, almost like he knew what was going on. But then after I got off the phone with her, the other niggas, I'm talking about niggas got Federation tatted on their necks and shit. Clean white t-shirt, this t-shirt still white and clean. They hand me my phone. And the only way they knew it was my phone if they saw it drop while I was fighting. So that means you watching us fight and you didn't fight. You know what I'm talking about? But you there for the partying, you got the Federation tat on your neck, all this stuff, but you didn't, you know what I'm saying, you didn't get your hands there, which, you know, I wasn't mad at all. I was happy to get my phone back, to be totally honest with you. And they wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, I knew them, but it was like the homies, like they was to them. I'd have felt the way if it was the homies, like my homeboys. I know what my homeboys gonna do, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was crazy, man. Mass stabbing, man. And yeah. So yeah, I got stabbed twice, 3 times really, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember when he got me on my shoulder, but I saw him stab me in my, it's crazy because I watched him stab me and didn't even know he stabbed me. Because I didn't see the knife or feel it. That knife is a motherfucker. That knife is a motherfucker. Because when your adrenaline going, you won't even feel it. You'll bleed out before you know you stabbed. Like, you know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man. Federation, we got stabbed up that night, man. And it's so crazy because the gang of the niggas and none of them really got beat up. Like, you could tell that we was in that situation. The only way you could tell is by niggas got stabbed. You know what I'm talking about? Like, nobody had black eyes, none of that type shit. Like, you couldn't really tell we was in a scuffle. You know what I'm talking about? All the niggas they had, man, they had the numbers. And still lost, in my opinion. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that, like Forrest Gump said. So look, I had an Explorer, right? And my truck used to be my man cave. You know what I'm talking about? I get in that motherfucker at night, roll about 4 or 5 blizzies. On the real, I don't smoke like that, I used to, but had my iPad set up on the steering wheel, had cable on my iPad, had Netflix, all that stuff. So I just sit in my truck at night, during the day. It's a lot of stuff you see when you're sitting outside. But anyway, one night, I'm sitting out there. I'm talking, I've been through storms, people shooting, all kind of stuff. And never, ghosts hit the side of my truck. That's a whole nother vlog, but never ran me in the house. Just one night, I'm sitting out there, And my neighbors across the street from me, who I'm facing, they got a pretty blue pig named Blue. That's my baby. Human, more than a dog. But anyway, I see what I thought was Blue run from around the house like someone was chasing his ass down, right? So I ain't paying no attention. So I'm, doing my thing, blowing, watching whatever I was watching. And about 5 minutes later, I see something running in the backyard real fast and square. Woo, woo, fast than a motherfucker. So I'm like, what the hell is that? And I knew it wasn't Blue, right? So after it went around the yard a couple times, it ran up under the to the door basically, like it knew exactly where the door was. And when I tell you, it screamed like a human with a little bit of rooster in it. Like, I've never heard this. There's 3 things I don't want to ever hear again. One, God rest my sister's soul, she had a seizure one time. She's making the sound. I don't want to hear that no more. This dude I know passed out and jumped on his face, and you can hear his teeth crunch. And that Chupacabra, right? So it screamed at the door like I felt it was telling them to give me the dog. But that motherfucker screamed at the door 3 times like a fucking human mixed with a rooster. Oh, that shit was blood curdling. Man, so I'm so spooked. I open the Explorer door and I stand up in the truck, but looking over the door, and it comes straight towards me so I can see it real good. And the back feet about that big, man. Big old back feet. Long face. No hair. Long, real skinny tail, man. Just look, man, crazy. I'm talking about. So then it went around the block. So as soon as I got out of sight going around the block, I get my shit together. I'm going in the house. Before I know it, I open the door to get out the truck. It's coming up the other street. I don't know how I can run around the block so fast. Or it was more than one. But it was coming up the other street. So, boom, close that door real quick. And then it went behind the people's house where I knew a dog was. I don't know what happened to the dog. But as soon as I got out of sight, man, I went in the motherfucking house. Like, nothing had ran me in the house like that guy. And, I stayed with the thing. But, man, I was... Chupacabra are real, and I seen it in Montgomery, Alabama. But we don't stay far from the place called Catoma Creek, and it's nothing but wilderness, right? And when you look at it, I'm gonna show you an area view. It go all the way down south Alabama, and go all the way up north Alabama. It's like a highway of woods that come right through Montgomery. There's a lot of stuff like the wild turkey, deer. You see it all. That's why I figured that's where Chupacabra came from. I'm pretty sure nobody had one for a pet and got loose. Like, it was no dog with the mange. It was no, you know what I'm saying? This was a Chupacabra, or what they say is the Chupacabra. The same thing that they caught up in Texas, right? Scared these shit out, man. That sound it made was just I knew it was no dog, no wolf, no coyote, none of that shit with the mange. This was something totally different. And that's what I'm saying, man. I've been blessed to see thing. Like, I already did a vlog about the Sasquatch I seen. Like, none of this stuff I be looking for. You know what I'm saying? It just shows itself to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Blessed. That was scary. That was a weird night. Weird night. And I left about 3 blunts unfired up, and I usually don't do that. I'm smoking till, you know what I'm saying? I've been through storms with the whole truck rocking and that bitch. I'm like, oh shit. Got a little spook, but never scared. Niggas shooting this shit. People fight, like, all kind of stuff, but never went in the house. That Chupacabra ran my ass in the house. I ain't gonna lie. Sounded like a fucking human screaming with a rooster at the end of it. Like, oh my God. And the motherfucker was nice size, man. Nice size motherfucker. But the back feet were like this. Chupacabra. Man, it's a broke beer in the vlog, man. You gonna hear things and see things and hear about things you probably never heard before. So it was stabbing. So I want to shout out to Mate Manson, El Dorado Red, you know what I'm talking about, in New York, man. My blood brothers. No gang fuss. You know what I'm saying? They just got stabbed with the same knife, man. Love that shit, man. It was a good time out there with the Federation, man. Beautiful thing, man. Y'all stay easy, be good. These things coming once a week, like I told you, man. Had a good life, even with the bad shit. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta take the bad with the good, good with the bad, man. But the things I've seen and done on some humbug shit, a lot of people haven't, man. That's why it's called a Broke Billionaire vlog. But I'm also working on having $1 billion. So y'all help me out. Y'all subscribe, share, like, You know, get the views up for me, man. Come on, I'll do it for you. Do it for me. Cost you nothing to hit the subscribe button and the bell. And I guarantee at least one of these stories is gonna be interesting to you. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, go through the thumbnails and see everything I'm talking about. You be like, man, this dude live an interesting life, and I'm just scratching the surface. Love y'all, man. Bro, Billionaire. Peace.